as the cream puff guy. I feel bad. I missed him. He always comes. He is one of the people that make them. He is the ambassador. He's got the whole outfit and stuff to go along with the cream puffs. He kind of looks like the guy that used to deliver milk back in the 1920s. Mm-hmm. He's that dude that would jump off the milk truck, bring it right to the front door. And I never understood that because this is before, refrigerators came out in like the 20s and 30s with their early models, but they would bring the bottles of milk and put them in your little cooler at your front door. But if you didn't have like ice or something to keep it cold, always bothered me about that milk. Did people get sick drinking the milk back in the 20s?
I think that milk in newspapers, to explain to some youngster.
Oh, some young punk like Nick?
Like Nick Federico.
Yeah.
It's a mind-blowing
You don't even know what a newspaper is.
Just to explain to people. Like,
I was a paper boy.
How you used to get a newspaper.
Yep.
And it's like, wow, what was in that newspaper? Everything that happened yesterday.
Yep. Yesterday. Box scores. My favorite pastime growing up was the funnies and the box scores and checking out box scores on who played where, how they hit, all that kind of stuff. Would have all the analytics that they didn't have war and they didn't have a bunch of other, stuff and there's just all kinds of stories, world news, local news, the town news.
Now you can get it on your cell phone, Rob. Get it all on your cell phone.
But you got to go find it.
Well,
this was right in your hand.
These cream puffs won't hit your cell phone. You got to go to the Big E to make it happen. Now, I embarked on the Big E big time last year. Now, you guys tried to steer me in the right direction, and a couple of you did, a couple of you didn't. I would say, number one on my list, top things you need to do at the Big E, state houses.
Okay, that's one.
The state houses are, I would say, a competition amongst every state to see who's the coolest.
I don't know if it's a competition. What I think it is you're showing your wares. Like when you go to State House, Rhode Island, it's got their best foods. When you come to Connecticut, it's got their best foods.
Yep.
So I don't know if it's a competition because we win every time. Now, if you want to talk athletics, we win that every time.
Number two, world's smallest horse. Got to see it, Kurt.
No, I don't.
So small.
I've seen the world's biggest horse. They have the world's smallest
The
horse.
world's smallest horse will be there. Yep. Got to do it. It's only $1. I love that about the Big E. Because I didn't think those kind of things existed anymore. That's like vaudeville stuff, man. It's like, freak show kind of stuff. And
Barnum and Bailey's from here.
Right, exactly. I'd appreciate the Barnum and Bailey.
P.T. Barnum is from Bridgeport,
15
Connecticut.
seconds of fame stuff that the Big E
Don't they have a museum there?
At the Big E?
No, P.T. Barnum down in Bridgeport.
Both, yeah. They have one there, and there's a Big E museum, but not
All right,
about
so
P.T.
the food
Barnum.
and drink we get. I love the animals. That's two things.
Number three, Farmerama. Dude,
well, that's the crops. That's the crops and the animals.
And the pigs,
right.
And it's like the best.
You did three things, and you didn't mention the big slide.
I didn't ride the big slide. I saw the big slide. You told me the big slide was going to be there.
It's an effort to get up.
You've done the big slide.
It's no joke about getting up those stairs.
All right, this year I'm doing the big slide.
So you guys are missing so many other things here. Daily, you have chick hatchings. The chick hatchery at Farmerama. You also have the sows and their litters. A lot of suckling little piggies. The cute little piggies with their curly little tails.
Yeah.
And the big mama that's just like,
I wanted to take them all home.
I wish you kids would grow up and get the hell off of my belly.
I wanted to take them all home.
If you're going to the Better Living Center from the state houses and you're facing that way, to the right of it is all the farm equipment. And that's what I'm into.
All right. You have the 4-H apple booth. You have the giant pumpkin carving people. Native produce displays. Here's the thing. Do you still go to a local produce around here? I do. In Middlebury. You still have a guy on the corner from the local farms that's selling you, because probably 3-4 days a week we have corn. My wife loves the ears of corn, the sweet corn. And
Silver or sweet
is
is
in
bitter?
right now, the sweet. I like the sweet.
Okay.
But I like
I got to get the local corn. Local
corn around Connecticut's the best you'll ever eat.
Now, I would say, and I say this to Chaz too, we'll play that interview when we come back, but footwear is key. I wore some bad footwear last time. Now, it's kind of a double-edged sword because you might get your feet a little dirty. It may be some dirty areas, especially if you're going to Farmerama. So
it's a VOAG place. That's what it started as.
But you're going to be doing a lot of walking. So you can't have like farmer boots on the whole time.
Or you can't do flippy floppy either.
No,
Can't do
not
flippy
you.
floppy.
You can't do your
No,
flippity
no, no,
floppies.
no.
It goes through the 29th.
Yes.
So day one is tomorrow, Friday the 13th. Nothing wrong can go bad on Friday the 13th.
No, nothing.
Especially when the guy with the chainsaw starts coming around chasing you.
But I do appreciate, and you're saying there's 70 new foods. There's 70 new foods.
75.
75
plus.
new foods.
There was 75 with a plus next
That's
to it.
what I love about it, man. Like, you can get any kind of food. The state houses have some representation. You get some Vermont cheese going on. Obviously, the main part's got some crab, some bisque, some crab bisque, maybe some lobster roll.
Little
action.
maple
I like the
ice
clam-
cream,
But I like the
Maple
clam
ice
chowder
cream, right?
bowls.
Yeah,
It's got a big thing of bread.
Oh, yeah.
With the chowder is in it.
that's a big line. Those are pretty hot. Everybody wants those.
It's worth the wait, though.
It is worth the wait.
Some things are worth the wait.
I did not wait for this, and everybody asked me if I got this. The Vermont potato skin or something like that. The potato skins.
It's a potato.
Vermont potato?
Yeah.
It's the Vermont baked potato.
Actually, Maine.
Maine baked potato.
Okay,
right.
this is so
sorry.
wrong.
Yes, you are correct. Maine
So one of the
baked potato.
questions that I just read about the Big E, how many hours should you spend at the Big E? First of all, you should take a day or two.
24.
Yeah. So to say here on average 2 hours, who the
Who are
hell
you?
2 hours?
Oh, you
Take
can
an
barely
hour to
park. Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? I mean, who writes this drivel? Come on. This is crazy. You got to spend the whole day.
Rhode Island was the fritters, right? The clam fritters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do like those. Those were very popular last year. I didn't do the baked potato.
But the thing
though.
is about the food, when you go to the Connecticut house, last time I was in there, they had no pizza.
I want to see what's in there this year because I heard it's getting upgraded. Needs to.
Very affordable season pass for all 17 days if you're a go-getter, $70. Adults, $20 on the day of. Children, 6 to 12, $12. It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, it's still one of the most affordable fun times you'll ever see.
I'm not eating all of these by myself. By the way.
I'm going to have one, but I'm going to let it cool off a little bit. You froze them.
Oh, man, you got to freeze them.
I don't like it frozen.
Got to freeze them.
You moron.
It's scary.
It's cool
When I
off because
saw
it's
it, I'm
frozen.
like, oh, man, Benny put them in the freezer.
Yeah.
So he
good.
was like, hey, $3.50. I got a surprise for you.
Do you think that, because I know I would, when you're making your cream puffs, you've been making thousands of cream puffs, you're supposed to close the cream puff operation. Maybe one of the last days you've been making cream puffs. You're going to hold the cream puff nozzle to your mouth and just go to town and just
100%. I still do whipped cream can in my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Showed Coco that a few years ago. So now when her little, 13-year-old friends are over, that's all they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
We have like 3 cans of Cool Whip or not Cool Whip. It's like whatever that is.
Ready Whip.
Ready Whip.
Ready Whip, yeah.
And it's just like, it's like, girls, just stop.
Well, this is definitely not Ready Whip. I'll say that.
No. These are actually the greatest thing you're ever going to eat in your life.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Cream puffs from the Big E. And who knew?
Who knew?
Perfect. It's perfection in a little, like, cream sandwich. When we come back, Ben's going to tell you and talk to Chaz, the cream puff man. He is the Big E ambassador. So, God love him. You got to sit down with him. And then we'll get into some more MLB coming up at 4:25. We'll talk Sox Yanks weekend.